suffering your way to success. It's one way of living, and it's boldly true. The parallel is loving and enjoying your way to success. The two things go hand in hand. You just have to decide to enjoy the suffering your way to success. Suffering is part of the game. But if I had learned these three things, man, my life would have been much more enjoyable. And that's why I'm sharing them to you, so we can get them and make your life easy, your way to success. The first thing is that some things never change. Humans didn't change so much, trust me. Emotions definitely didn't change in the last whatever 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years. That's why the Bible, that's why all these holy books, the Quran, all the holy books in the world, they're so real, they're so accurate, they're so current, they're so actual, because humans didn't change. We have the same patterns, the same beliefs, the same problems, the same emotions, the same triggers. And so the first lesson I kind of want to share with you is that not so many things changed. Therefore, you can go and study the real folks, the real deal. Go to the old books, stop watching these YouTube videos, and go buy the books of the Seneca, Marco Aurelio, Machiavelli. Go read those people in 15th century, 14th century, even before. Go read the Bible, go study go back to the roots. In today's modern age, everyone is kind of reframing the same thing, if you think of it. And I'm not saying it to bash on anyone or myself, because it's also useful to reframe things based on today and the way the world is today, but some things never change. Love never changed. The problem with men and women never changed. I mean, power, people, women, money. Love to study the unchangeable things. The second big lesson is that you're gonna make it. If I had learned this before, if I would have reminded myself more of this, probably I would have suffered less. But at the same time, I realized that suffering, that fear of failure, that pressure, it's actually what made me make it. It's like life and death. When you know you're gonna die, you give much more value to life because it's scarce. I'm thinking out loud now with you. I'm thinking, okay, maybe then the fact that I didn't know I was so sure to make it helped me to make it, because that gave much more pressure to me, which was very helpful to achieve success. But I think it's a very fine line. You need to know when you are pressuring yourself too much and you're bringing anxiety into your life with no need, balancing this engine at its maximum ratio so that it doesn't burn, but at the same time pushes you to go the fastest velocity. I hope you understood this message, because it's gonna save you a lot of suffering and it's gonna push your way to success at such a higher speed and ratio. When you're self-sabotaging yourself rather than pushing yourself, this is gonna be a tool that very few people can understand. You can find that way, you can find that solution, you can find that path, and you can save yourself time, energy, and most importantly, suffering. Because we have to suffer, because that pressure is hard and it's complicated to handle, but at the same time, there's no need to over-suffer the unnecessary things. At the same time, I wanna break bread with you saying, hey, it's not perfection that's gonna get you up there. It's just trying and understanding how you are, how you handle stress, pressure, and suffering. Don't think, hey, I need to find this fine line now, because if I don't find it, oh man, I'm losing. It's part of the game to be imperfect. It's part of the game to have friction, attrition, and so on and so forth. But yes, sometimes remind yourself that you are gonna make it. You are gonna make it. And the third lesson, it's an interesting one, because I'm still fighting with it a little bit. But I want to share it with you because, as always, I'm going to bring you with me in this channel through my life experiences. And this third thing is to put spirituality and God first, and the rest will follow. It's strange for me to say that because I kind of didn't apply that, but I think the majority of people do this. And so, it's kind of normal, to do like, hey, first I put the physical world, like money, material things. Then I put the emotional world, like, hey, when I found the money, then I'm going to find my wife, I'm going to find my husband, I'm going to find love. Because now I have the time and the money, the resources to find it, which is kind of correct. I agree with this. And then at the end of these two, then I'm gonna feel empty and I'm gonna go to find my spiritual side. I'm realizing more and more that the more I put the third as first, the more the second and the third come easy. Maybe you can avoid this way of living because it's actually the way everyone lives, and you can invert these three and have a more fulfilling and guided life. Probably that's the secret sauce, and that's why no one goes there. Maybe even because back then everyone was forced to believe in something, and so today people are repelling. I'm not even talking about religion, but I'm just talking about spirituality in general. Today it's a choice that majority of people repel because they've been forced for so long. But I think that if you go and search for it, you're gonna find very big answers. So guys, just wanted to share with you real quick these three lessons that I wish I had learned before. I wish I had someone who told me these things. I wish you a beautiful day. I hope you found some good lessons. Let me know in the comments. For the rest, have a blessed day.